Hi guys, welcome to Ang Tarot channel. So today we will also do a pick a card reading, and this pick a card reading is all about to answer the question why he's acting this way. So there's some kind of situation, maybe an argument, a conflict, or a very confused moment that makes you wondering, I never really understand him. Like, why he's acting this way? Why his behaviors are like this? What is his real intention for all of this? So, if you are wondering those questions, here is the pick a card reading for you. So today, I have made 4 piles of cards, and to make it easier for you to choose, I have each pile has a very unique, which is 4 of my most favorite things that are in black. So the first one is my very cool sunglasses. Why is cool? Because it can flip like this up. Is it reminding you of Lady Gaga in Paparazzi? Yeah, if it is, you have a wonderful childhood like me. Second, the thing that I can never live without is the comb, which is had like I always use this part for my bang, and this part is for my real hair. Third one is a very convenient thing that I really like to use because it's very quickly can grab up my hair and for me to do course. So this is my hair clip, black hair clip for pile number 3. And the last one, which I just used it recently in Halloween, which is my black lipstick. Yeah, I really like to use this kind of lipstick, but always too lazy to like being able to do a full makeup in order to go with it. So just take a moment, have a deep breath, and really carefully choose what pile calls you the most, and we will come to your reading by clicking the timestamps below. I have posted in the comment, and now we will go to the reading. So hello pile number 1, for who of you chose these cool sunglasses. Here's your reading. Why is he acting this way? We have Ace of Fire and Six of Earth. Attraction. For the goddess, you have White Buffalo Calf Woman in your support to give you advice. Hermit and Eight of Spirals, which is Eight of Wands. Ten of Swords and King of Cups. Seven of Wands and Ten of Cups. And the Emperor and Five of Swords. So I will explain these cards immediately. So these 2 cards is talking about what is his thinking about that situation. So we have the Emperor and Five of Swords. He wants to win over you. He doesn't want to admit that he's wrong. He doesn't want to be the first one who is apologize, whose his opinion is wrong, and he should listen to you. That's what he's thinking about that situation. He just doesn't want to admit that he's a loser, and he's in this fight. He has no right to say you like that. He doesn't want to admit to be defeated. What is his true thinking, like the core intention about the whole relationship with you? Ten of Swords and King of Cups. It pains him to be fully mature in regards to emotional development, because King of Cups always talking about always talking about someone who is very mature regards to the emotional state. But he knows for one fact that he's not the King of Cups yet. And to become that, he has to overcome his ego, his habit patterns, very toxic habit patterns. Maybe he's also a little bit of narcissistic because the Emperor has appeared before. And but because of you, he really wants to try to get out of that patterns and to become the King of Cups for you. That's his intention in this relationship. But in this situation, it happens to be like he has fallen back into the old habit patterns again. The next one is what does he act to you regards to this situation? The Hermit and Eight of Spirals. So look like he's became silent and reckless. He it's like you guys have a cold war with each other, and he just he just really wants to give up right now about this kind of situation. Maybe giving up means he tried to talk to you once again that he's right, or he admit defeat. But as I see the forecast before, there's a very 60% of chance that he still wants to win over you, and 40% is he admits defeat, but actually he's not that truly admitted defeat, if you know what I mean. It's like he tried to admit defeat just to stop this kind of conflict. He's very reckless. He wants to, it's like he's giving up in trying to build this relationship already. What is his behavior regards to your relationship is okay, he really wants to build something with you, but the thing is, start from his thinking, he doesn't know where to start. He wants to build a family, a long-term relationship, a happiness kind of ending with you, but he wants that, but he doesn't know how. So the core problem in this kind of situation is because someone in this relationship, maybe you, maybe him, only wants attention. Maybe in the maybe in your life, or in one of the person in this relationship life, they are lack of attention from their family, their friends. They have nothing to stand out, and that's why in the relationship they're very high demanding in terms of attention, and that's always cause a problem. And I really think it's him. This person is the other person, not you. The one who try to win over rather than save the relationship, and egoistic and maybe narcissistic, very egocentric. That's the core problem. And I will read like what white buffalo calf woman try to advise you in this situation to for you to see better and can make the best decision, not getting hurt anymore. Okay, White Buffalo Calf Woman offers you this alignment task. Make the discomfort, awkwardness, and the uncomfortable sacred. Think of what would happen if you made what you consider a flaw, loss, or failure into a beautiful integral part of the art of your life. So, the every couple's fight, the meaning of having an argument, a discussion, or a conflict is always in any healthy relationship is just to try to know each other better and also being truthful to each other. So that's how we can determine that whether or not we should continue this relationship, or we will empathy uh, we we will become empathetic to the other person. And that's the healthy thing. The toxic thing is someone who is valuable their right so much that they overcoming the real goal of the argument and just want to win. That's not toxic. That's not very healthy. When someone just try to win over you, not try to make you see what is right. Different. Those are very different. If someone really wants to construct an opinion to make you better, they will have another different attitude, not like this. This is always try to gain your attention and just try to win you over. Everything you said is wrong, and that person's opinion is right. It's not educational, it's not constructive, it's wrong. And the two cards also give advice to you is Ace of Fire and Six of Earth. So Ace of Fire and Six of Earth. Ace of Fire or Ace of Wands, talking about begin to do something different, something that is you are afraid to do before. Be decisive. Start to act. Do not like try to look over it anymore. It's time to solve the problem. And Six of Earth is talking about spending your resources. Look at that pattern. I think that you have a pattern of whenever you are feeling bad, you're in argument, you try to solve the problem with money instead. By any kind of way. For example, when you're sad, you go shopping and spend a tons of money on shopping. You try to convince the other person into agree with you by inviting them out for dinner or buy presents for them. Or even the other person asks for your money in order to settle down the conflict and you just agree with it. I know many kinds of couples. It's like when the girlfriend or the boyfriend is mad, they try to ask for presents from boyfriend or girlfriend in order to ease them out. It's very, 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 very toxic. I cannot stress how much toxic is that situation. So yeah, that's what I have for you, pile number one. I hope you're doing okay, and I really hope that if it resonates with you, make a wise decision. If it's toxic and it drains your energy, it's time to get out. It's the cry for help for the universe, like cry to you to say you get out of there. They never want you to hurt. So if you want to look more in depth about this kind of situation, you can always contact me with the information I provide in the description. But for now, I see you later in the next reading. Bye bye. Hello, pile number two. For who of you chose this black comb? Here's your reading. So, you have the core reason of the situation is stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Now we will look deep into the other person thinking about the situation, which is Ten of Swords and Queen of Cups. The long-term thinking or the core intention that he wants to do with you in this relationship is Death and the High Priestess. The action that he show about this situation is Page of Spirals and King of Mirrors, which is Page of Wands and King of Cups. About his action regards to your relationship with him is Knight of Cups and Four of Wands. From the goddess we have Danu, assurance. And for your advice, we have Eight of Air and Queen of Air. Okay. Hmm. Why is he acting this way? Maybe I really think your other person is, maybe you two are not click well with each other regards to the emotional uh no regards to the communication and the knowledge, like you guys are not matched in those kind of knowledge communication. It's like you always fight. Where, wherever one person talks about something, it's not not the other person expected, and always misunderstanding situations happen. but but in the end, it's like you guys really in love with each other. You guys really being empathetic to each other, try to understand each other. But maybe because you raised from both very different families, living in both different very different environments, so that's why your mindset and your view of life is totally different from each other. But somehow you're really really in love with each other. Maybe you really trust each other because you guys always stick with each other through thick and thin. I really feel like that. It's like you just know, and he also just know that he cannot live without you, because he knows that wherever he has some kind of problems, you will always be there for him, no matter how the conflict, no matter how the argument. His long-term intention with you also talking about, but it's like he always believed that he's a very optimistic person. He always believed that we can erase those differences, we can bring it each other closer together, because it's real love, it's true love, and true love can win everything, even the differences. But he, yeah, but he really expect that there will be a change in the future, in order to reduce the amount of fightings and arguments and misunderstanding. What he what he's acting right now is quite confused for you, because in the surface he's very reckless, maybe sometimes very acting stupid. Maybe he's younger than you. It's like he's always easy to get angry. He's always tries to walk away when there's an argument. He's trying to he's always trying to make a problem every time you guys have a discussion. Looks like you're calm and more stable than the other guy. But really deep down inside is he really wants a happy ending with you. He wants something very long term with you, and he never imagined life without you. But it's right now, it's like his soul is split in half. One is about his ego, his habit, his pattern. He always think that way, and he always act like that way. He doesn't know how to show his love yet for you, though that love is true. Don't worry about it, that love is really true. So I will read the advice from Danu Assurance, Danu the goddess, to see what she can give advice for you in this situation. So Danu is the Celtic earth goddess. She is the goddess of magic, earth, fulfillment, and desires, fruition of your dreams. So she has a message for you, which is she's reminding you of the promise of a new life. Just as fields are often left purposely fallow, perhaps this seeming dry spell of yours is really a preparation time. So just take in your mind that you have to be more, you got both of you have to be more open-minded in this situation, in order to adapt each other behaviors and try to understand each other. He's maybe, I see a very younger spirit more than you, so try to talk calmly with him first. like try to calm, remain patient, and make him understand the situation, your intention, and we'll see what happens. But these two cards also advise you kind of same advice is try to see what his real intention, what is his true, try to read the meanings behind those reckless and maybe kind of sometimes stupid behaviors. For example, when grown-ups love each other and when they try to make a man, the man always like try to be sincere, but it's like you expect him doing a sincere small little things, but he's gonna do like bring a dozen of roses and stand in front of your house and shouting and stand there until you forgive him. That's not very mature, and that's not what you expect from your other also. But it starts from his really truthful heart, and by acting like that he show his love to you. But again, that kind of acting, that showing love is not your type, so you may misunderstand that, but it's really from his heart. Queen of Air, just always try to stay logical. If he's really annoying stalker or and you clearly see that you guys are not meant for each other because you are so different, coming from both different backgrounds and have a different mindset, and nothing can be changed. So please be brave and walk out of that situation because it's not gonna serve you any kind of good things. So thank you for your listening part 2. I hope you're doing well. And if you want to have a private reading with me about this situation, don't hesitate to contact me with the link in the description. But for now, I see you next time. Bye bye. Hi, pile number 3. For who of you chose this black hair clip, here is the reading for you. So the question is, why is he behaving this way? So for the main reason why he's behaving this way, we have new love. Ooh. For his thinking about this situation, we have 8 of Pentacles and Ace of Wands. For his long-term thinking about you and regards to your relationship with him is Knave of Pentacles and the Sun. For his behavior, his acting about this situation is Psyche the World and the Illusionist, Knight of Stones. For the Goddess for the long-term behavior, like his real behavior regards to your long-term relationship is Two of Wands and Ace of Swords. Your advice from the good tarot is Three of Earth and Messenger of Air. And for the goddess power, you have Artemis, Focus. So Artemis is the goddess of the moon and hunter in Greek mythology. She's also the sister of Apollo. So we will look into this. I'm so sorry for pile number 3, but it seems like the other person of yours, why are they behaving this way is because they want to get out of a relationship and have the new love, but they don't know how. They really think maybe some kind of situation happens, maybe argument, conflict, discussion has made them realize that you two are so different. It's like every kind of energy and resources they put into this relationship is not worth it. That's why they want to make a decision. And for the long-term intention about regards to your relationship, they also think that maybe it's time to Maybe it's time to find his own son. I mean, his true love, and he knows that he has to get away from this wrong love in order to find it and to put the energies into it rather than put into this relationship. For his action in regards to this situation is the World and Knight of Stones. So I think that he really in silent. You guys are both in silent right now because he's really considering about having an end with you. As you know, in the traditional tarot, the world always talking about an end of some kind of situation. And Psyche is the character in the Greek mythology who's fallen in love with Cupid. And about the Knight of Stones, Knave of Pentacles also is the soldier or the Page of Stones, and now we have the Knight of Stones. It's like he's really has made his mind. He's really has made his decision. It's just he just doesn't know how to act to you, to break the news to you. It's not like he has the third person. I really don't feel like. It's just he knows that he has to get out of this in order to find a new love. So basically he doesn't cheat on you, he just wants to get out. That's the simple conclusion. I will read the advice message from Artemis. The keyword of Artemis is focus. Sometimes you can be so focused on one thing, one way, one outcome, or one expectation that you run the risk of losing the opportunity to experience what you genuinely desire. You may be so fixated that you become blind to what is truly yours and what will be in your best and highest good. So maybe that's also a little bit speak about the reason that he thinks this things has ended, because you always be the kind of the one who has him or her, has the other person as your world. It's like everything, you always surrounding them. Everything they do, you have focused on it too much that you have neglected other aspects of your life, neglected your family, your work, your other relationships, and even your job. And it's not healthy. So that's why this person wants to get away with you, and he feels overwhelmed. Yep. And even the good tarot advise you is like, now is the time. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise for you, because it's healthier for you to start from yourself first. Try to cooperate with people and get back to work. Very dedicated to your work. Start something new and try to love each other kindly, but not in the obsessive way like him. Yes, that's everything I have for you, pile number 3. And I hope you're doing well. Don't worry, some relationships ended for a reason, and this is ended in a very good reason. It's always better for you. If you want a more in-depth private reading, you can always find my information in the description. But for now, I'll see you later in the next reading. Bye bye. Alright, for who chose pile number 4, which is this black lipstick, here's your reading. So I have for you the core reason that why did they act this way is forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. We will come to the other one thinking about the situation, which is Ace of Swords and Two of Pentacles. We have for their long-term thinking regards to your relationship, it's like their intention to do with the relationship is Nine of Cups and Five of Cups. Their actions regarding to this specific situation is Queen of Spirals and Five of Scrolls, which is Queen of Wands and Five of Swords in the traditional tarot. And we have their long-term action regards to your relationship is Two of Cups and Strength. Advice for you we have from the Goddess Power, Goddess Ellen patterns. Advice for you from the good tarot is Eight of Water and Knight of Air. Okay, we'll see. I really think that the other person of pile number 4 is also thinking about going away from this love relationship because they think that it's not gonna work out. We have here is the core reason: forgiving and learning. It's like the other person has forgiven you so many times, but the problem is always happening again and again repeatedly, and it seems like the other person sees that this never gonna change, and he also cannot change you. Although maybe he tried to show you that this is wrong and this is frustrated, but it's never gonna change. That's what he thinks. So he's thinking about the specific situation, is he's reevaluate, he's considering whether or not to continue this relationship. He isn't make up his mind yet, but I really think that unless you show to him very clearly that this kind of problem can change in the future, otherwise he's gonna make a decision to go away. The reason that he's indecisive is because he doesn't want to admit that this love is gonna work anymore, and he's afraid that if he acts right now, maybe he's not thinking carefully enough and later he will regret. That's why the Five of Cups is here. Like he's trying to compare. Nine of Cups is all about love yourself, self-love, and then Five of Cups is something has already been broken and you regret about it. His action in regards to this situation right now is Queen of Wands and Five of Swords. It's like maybe you guys just end a discussion and an argument, and his last word with you regards to that situation is we have to do something. It's like he's very straightforward also. He's tired. We have to do something to work this out, otherwise these things already tired both of us, and that's why you start to get worried. And maybe you are the one who doesn't understand what kind of behavior. It's like every arguments with him start from a very small reasons. That's why you don't know why this happens, but that small reason maybe is the limit of him and he cannot accept it. For example, it's like you always call him, maybe it's a schedule thing, you always call him 9 p.m. to talk about each day's each other's day, like just to check up on each other. But sometimes he has to work late and 9 p.m. he's still not home yet, or he's very tired, he needs some time to rest, and you are just very furious and just demanding to call, demanding to talk like for 1 hour 2 hours, and he's very tired and he just wants you to understand that it's not because he doesn't love you, but he's really tired of his work already. So 1 or 2 messages to check up each other is good enough. He doesn't have that time and energy to call you 1 hour or 2 hours if he really wants to focus on the work. Yeah, I think that is the main thing that you should realize, that it's not because he doesn't love you anymore, but that really annoys and bothers him already. And his long-term action regards to your situation is he's still considering. Maybe if you guys broke up, he's very treasure you, he's very appreciate you. That's why he still wants to remain friends. Or this is 50-50 right now, guys. It's like because he's not decided yet. He's still in the mood of thinking. One is he decide to break up with you but still remain friends, or two, he can start together again with you, but something must be changed, and it takes a lot of courage. That's why strength is here. He thinks, yeah, it's very difficult to change. He knows it, but if you are committed to change and understand him more, of course he's willingly to try it again with you because he's really love you. I will read the advice message of Ellen for you in this kind of situation. So, Ellen is a Celtic goddess of path and pattern. So, Ellen advised you to make a commitment to change your way and choose to allow for new paths to be explored. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like you should realize that maybe you guys have been in a relationship for a long time, maybe moving to from a university or college, moving to the work phase. Before that, when both of you in a university, you have so many plenty of times, so that's why you always get used to the pattern of calling each other 1 or 2 hours. But now that habit needs to stop because now he's working, and working is much more energy drain and time costly also. So it, that kind of thing can never exist anymore. And changing to live with each other is good because you have to let your guy or your other person to do whatever he or she needs to do. Otherwise, no one wants anyone to be totally dependent on the other one. It's like they will lose their identity, and in a more straightforward way, he has to focus. Maybe he's really love you. That's why he wants to work hard for you in order to earn the money, in order to give you everything materialistic, and also make both of your lives better in the future. Also good for your mental, also good for your emotional love life also. You just gotta let him do what he's had to do. He's really love you. And the advice from the good tarot also say about this is killing you if you do not realize it. So let's step away from that old path, step away from that old pattern, and just fly into the new horizon. I hope you're doing well, pie number 4. This is all I have for you. If you want a private reading with me regards to the details of this situation, don't hesitate to contact me in the description. But for now, I will see you later in the next reading. Bye bye.